All right, everybody, it's off the top sports. You like that answer? Okay, yeah, I think I hit that. All right, everybody, once again, it's time for Off the Top Sportscast. I'm John, and that guy right there is Roy. Please like, please subscribe. If you love the dulcet tones of John, please subscribe.
Yes.
Roy, what is our topic today?
Hey, we got a topic real quick to talk about. We're talking about welcome to the WNBA. We have a new woman basketball player that we were raving and waiting about, Clark, and she's gotten a welcoming indeed. She even got roughed up a little bit that they talked about. And so they go, wah, wah. She got roughed up, but she got welcomed. Now, did I agree with kind of the foul? I think it was a cheap shot. If she was making a shot or layup, yeah, knock her on her back. That was purposeless. But is the WNBA missing their mark when it comes to Clark? Are they missing the ball? Are they not using that mecca of advertising dollars to promote their league? So the question is to you, are they a hit, the WNBA, or a miss? And really, we should say the NBA. Are they really using?
Yeah, I think it's hitting on all cylinders. I mean, viewership is up, interest is up, sports talk about them is up. So in those ways, it's all good.
Yeah.
I think what people need to say more is, if you have not watched the WNBA, and stop talking about, they're treating her this way and that way, because you don't know.
Right.
Who's been treated what way.
Right.
This is not the NBA after 50 years, 60 years, 75 years that we are now. The WNBA is still in its teenage years. Is it 20 now? Right? It's 24 years old.
I only know of one. This one.
Yeah.
So really watching any at the time.
That's right. So what? So stop talking like everybody's an expert on how these girls have been welcomed into this league.
Right.
She's getting welcomed into the league exactly the way the Pistons welcome guys into the league. Not just Michael Jordan. I know everybody likes to say Michael Jordan, but it wasn't just Jordan. These guys were getting decapitated. They had to change the rules because these guys eventually they got paid so much that they became a commodity, right? And they go, if I'm paying this guy $1 million, I got to save him.
Right.
Well, the WNBA ain't getting paid millions of dollars right now. So you know what they're saying? Bring in the viewers. And hard-nosed basketball is the fastest way to bring in viewers.
I agree.
For all these older men who have said for years that the NBA is getting soft, that all this three-point shooting and all this is ruining the game. Well, then all of you should be down with the WNBA because they are doing layups, fundamentals, good passing, good ball movement, good screens, running plays instead of ISO plays every time.
That's right.
So what's all the disdain?
Listen, they're getting, like you said, viewership, conversations, all that is up. I think we need to take Clark, Reese, some of these, and really tout them out there, almost like there's some presidential election, and get them on talk shows, get them on regular TV program, get them on TV shows, whatever.
Get them on podcasts.
Get them on podcast. Yeah, get them out there. Stop, complaining about this or that. This is a generational talent. There's a lot of good NBA player girls out there that have played basketball, and played well and who are known. Yes, true. But this is one that has really done things in college and now doing things. She's taking shots like nobody's business. Yeah, she turned over the ball. Yeah, she's the best ball handler. No, but the girl could shoot. This is an opportunity to maybe give the WNBA some legitimacy, some altitude, some notoriety Stop this madness and just crying. If anything, let's bang them up even more. Let's play some good shutdown defense, and let's get a little nasty out there. And play ball. Show the talent that these ladies have. I think really the NBA is missing the mark. I think the WNBA has always missed the mark. That's why they couldn't do it on their own. But I think they need to use this. Keeping her off the U.S. team, I don't care what anybody says. Bad. You need more talk about, women basketball. And really, the only talk you've been getting that I'm talking about really a buzz is ever since Clark has come into the picture. So I think not putting it on the USA, I don't know about you, USA team. You think that was a miss on their part, or you think, she should have been?
I think that it's not necessarily a miss, but they did miss. And I say that only because, and I'm not a WNBA expert.
No.
I had to go in, I had to listen to other people who knew better, and I had to look. They have 2 players that are on that team that have been hurt on. How are they on the team when she's the 5th highest scorer in the league? That's the part that doesn't make sense. I don't mind. It's not to me about not putting her on. It's about who you did put on.
Right.
And when you look at the women that you put on, you better have chosen girls, or women, that are at a higher caliber, and a lot of them are better than her. I'm not saying that they're not, but not everybody on that team. And so that's when you get to what was the point of this? This is not political. Because if you have 2 women who have been hurt, have not played, and they're on the team, now that's ridiculous. I will say this, and I'm going to say this as nicely as possible, which is not nicely at all. You know that guys are already going to be thinking, it's a women's league, they're emotional, right? You cannot have ex-WNBA players going on these talk shows and getting super crazy, kind of emotional and out of control with the talk, and getting upset about it, because we talk so much trash about so many athletes. And sometimes it gets emotional, but every time it does, you can tell people are like, when Stephen A. Smith gets out of pocket, people go, huh, what happened when Shannon Sharp and the other idiot got heated because it got him.
Reddick just had a situation where it got heated.
JJ Reddick gets heated enough. We notice it, and we notice it for the guys. But you already know that these guys are waiting for you to do it. It's almost the Jackie Robinson rules. They're waiting for you to react so they can react and go, this is what we've been saying the whole time. This is what we've been saying. You can't do it. You gotta bring the facts. I've heard a couple of people out there who just bring the facts out, and I go, this is how you combat done.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's how you put it to it.
Yeah. And I never heard any of the correspondents that actually used to play for the WNBA say, there's 2 girls on here who are hurt, and they put them on over. They should have been the first ones going, listen, she should be over these 2 people.
It should be out.
Yeah. That should have been the first thing out of their mouth, not feeling attacked about what the guys are saying. When you want the conversation, you got to take the good part of the conversation, and you got to take the bad part of the conversation.
About basketball.
You know what I mean? So that's what I say about that whole thing.
Yep.
Another thing about the fouls, right? The hard fouls. If she really wants to make a name in this league, she got to stay on the field.
Yeah.
Because some of these are ticky-tack, kind of just body fouls, and she goes flopping. I know you're trying to get the call, but it's making you and your league look bad. And you're doing it. You can fall down. If somebody checks you, we've all fallen down playing basketball. Oh my goodness, you get off balance. but I never fallen down like I got shot. Boom. No, you fall. You could tell you're trying to grab yourself. You're under control, and it shows that yeah, I was off kilter or whatever, or this guy was bigger than me or whatever. But I'm not. It wasn't so egregious. It wasn't so crazy. It could still be a foul, and it doesn't have to be a calamitous, you know what I mean, thing. And so she has to stop doing that. She's going to have to get stronger for sure, and stay on her feet. One of my favorite players, Allen Iverson, used to hit the ground so much when he played. I mean, there were times I'm like, hey, Allen, you haven't cleaned that one spot. Go ahead and fall and just slide on the ground so you can clean that one spot. But it never looked to me like he was doing it out of, I'm trying to draw a foul, because a lot of times he didn't get fouled. It was almost like he was trying to get out of the way of something. He'd shoot the ball and kind of skid away. And stand up real fast. You can't always stay down. You know what I mean? Like, it's not everything is a technical hard-nosed foul. Sometimes it's just a basketball play that happens in speed.
Listen, I think she's going to be a good player.
Yeah.
I think, even look at the WNBA, they have a lot of older players. In the next 2 years, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone. And with all those names going out, who's going to be there to talk about it? She will. Reese will be there. And the women's college game has a lot of good players coming up. So I think when it comes to talent, I don't think they're starving for talent. I think they're starving for good, old-fashioned marketing and conversation. And if anything, use this as a tool to have good, old-fashioned conversation about the WNBA. I think that's what we need. And even pull some of these guys from the NBA. Get some good comments. Think about having people like even Barkley on a set talking about women's basketball, being a commentator. Think about, having a good forum like they did with the NBA and having that for the WNBA. I think it'll be good for them.
And I'll say this. Just because their season ends, their season ends, they should, and when I say they, all this young talent that came in, Clark, Angel Reese, they should have a talk. I can't remember the girl, the blonde girl from Sparks that has been everywhere. They should crank it up, not only in their training, but crank their visibility.
Yep.
They should be all over college basketball.
All over. Visiting campuses, visiting everywhere. Hospitals.
Sitting in on big games.
Yep.
Going back to Iowa, sitting on some commentating.
Yep.
Get on a podcast so that people can hear what you have to say about it.
Yep.
Have the girl who fouled you sit down, talk, do it your way. Find your niche in this sports landscape is huge. You just got to find that niche. You got the name. Now sell the niche.
Listen, this is not the first time we've come up with some ideas around there. If you're listening to the podcast, we've come up with some crazy ideas. We need people to listen. I'm just telling you, we need you to listen just a little bit. More to what I have to say than what he has to say, but just a little bit. And I think you're going to get it right because it's not just what we're feeling. It's what's the buzz out there. You're not catching the wave. You're letting it die too early. But the WNBA, listen, it's going to make it or not make it, or it's going to be, unfortunately, irrelevant. If you don't get it right, it's going to be irrelevant.
There's only one thing to do. I'll tell you this, is go to the Olympics and crush.
Listen, imagine if they get beat. Oh my goodness. If they get beat and they get out, they don't win a medal. Or let's say they get a bronze or something like that.
You know what you're setting up for? Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark in 2028. Redeem team number 2. You know what? They might be better if they lose.
I like that. Redeem team number 2. That's like a Rocky series.
Like Redeem team.
Listen, I think we got something going on. I think, again, listen, if you like what we say, Please write it down. You think we're full of garbage? Write that down too. Not more about me, but about him. But again, listen, subscribe. Tell us what you like. Hit that like button. We appreciate all you. We appreciate the numbers scrolling up. And again, we may have a lot to say and a lot of nothing, but we want to say something. So the major thing is when we talk, but you need to always remember when it comes to sports,
Talk to a stranger about sports today.
Thank you very much, guys.